and if it's actually going to be as powerful as people think, or if they even have what they think it is. I think it's that.
Definitely getting fired after that one.
Hey everyone, Thordan Smash here, and with season 20 less than a month away, we're going to need to see some big buffs and nerfs to make this season a memorable one, especially as it's going to be competing against a lot of brand new games. So we're going to have to see buffs not only to legends, but to weapons, to survival items, to, you know, pretty much everything in the game to make it feel fresh and new. So we're going to go over what we can be expecting to see with some of the new legend heirlooms that will be coming along that should indicate what we'll be getting. We're also going to go ahead and give out some of the Final Fantasy skins. All you guys got to do is like, comment, subscribe. You guys know the drill. Without further ado, let's jump into today's topic. So with the recent Final Fantasy collection event, we got a couple of patch notes. Nothing too crazy, but it did give us some interesting stuff, such as the Hemlock and Alternator going into the crafter, which means they'll be coming out for the start of season 20. Most interestingly, the Mastiff got a couple of changes, and as you might have noticed with those changes, it is now a double pump machine. Hopefully Respawn fixes that pretty soon, but it is pretty hilarious seeing people use it. Also, the R99 and the car SMG was changed just a little bit, and the damage was reduced on both of those, and that's likely due to the fact that they are planning on nerfing aim assist. This has been talked about. They want to do it, they just don't know if they want to actually go in with the aim assist directly or if they're going to do something else, and nerfing the SMGs would be the easiest way for them to start this process, as making up close guns weaker would make aim assist less powerful in a sense. It doesn't help by the fact that the finals actually went ahead and did an aim assist nerf like pretty much right off the bat in the first month of the game being released, which kind of put some pressure on Apex Legends / Respawn. Now along with that, they did a couple of legend changes, such as making catalyst piercing spikes now requiring line of sight. They tried to fix Horizon's audio, but apparently it's still busted in the game. Newcastle, they went ahead and made a little bit stronger, where it can now destroy Conduit's energy barricade, but it can now also be destroyed by Crypto's EMP. There were some changes to Rampart. Overall, it was nothing too absolutely insane, but season 20 is going to need to change that in a big way. And the first thing that we should be looking forward to is possibly the introduction of the perk system. As most of us know, we saw it in the Uprising collection event. It was only available in the non-BR mode. They had a bunch of different ones, from medic inventory to grenade sling to grenade or vision to speed on knock to ability on squad wipe, and these were originally confirmed by True Serum 26, a Respawn Q&A tester, that it would be coming into the game and a more full-time feature once they got some more feedback on it. Unfortunately, we haven't heard what Respawn thinks about it, or really anything on what the community thought. I would actually be interested to see in the comments below what you guys thought about the perk system in a non-ranked setup. But along with that, there are a couple of other things other than just perks that we can be looking forward to, hopefully. There are two major rumors circling right now, one about Ashe, where it was developers noting that Ashe's performance in a recent Q&A was very hard to figure out, but that they do want to actually address her in the near future. There were some thoughts about adjustments to the phase tear, slight improvements to tactical stats, and a quality of life change to passive. None of that is confirmed, it's just what some devs said in a Q&A test, but the more likely one that was actually thrown up on Apex Uncovered is for Crypto. Now, he's probably the lore focus of next season. That's not really a surprise. The entire brand new Battle Royale map is based around him. It's situated in Suatomo, Crypto's former city of residence. The likely buffs here: improved altered drone handling and streamlining of abilities. Once again, is I think a guess from the user who put it on Apex Uncovered, but I do hope we do see a full-fledged Crypto reborn, especially because he's getting a brand new heirloom recolor with a special finisher attached to it. It would be nice to see Crypto finally get some love, because he's a very cool character, just doesn't have that fun of abilities, at least in my opinion. We also know we're getting a new legend next season that's going to change up the meta. Apparently it's going to be Cave, from what Dataminers are reporting, and from the last playtester leak from 2023 in September, True Serum once again, the only thing we knew is that he was able to teleport through walls with portals, which was a former ability we saw in Ashe, or at least that Asu said in a live stream. We also know of some interesting things, such as Lifeline is getting a new mythic skin that was added to the files. That's likely not going to be coming until season 22 or 23, when Oz let us know that Lifeline Reborn was going to be coming, because they like to package this stuff together. We actually do know some of the details of Lifeline's rework, such as the fact that the drone will follow you around, and the ultimate will go ahead and actually push everyone away like an opposite Horizon ultimate. We also know from Oz that there's someone called a Gibraltar version 1, which indicates Gibby getting a rework, which I think would actually be nice. It's been a long time since the Dome meta has been around, and shotguns in the Gibby Dome are just a fun thing to mess around with. But one huge thing that we do know we are getting, or at least we are speculating we are getting thanks to a rumor given to us by Osvaldo Torre, is the fact that Apex ranked seems to be returned to either season 12 or 13. And if it does return to this, I hope we see a ton of new meta, because I do actually want it to return to the older ranked form, but you're gonna need to give us a new way to play the game in ranked to make this actually worthwhile. You can't just say, well, here's the old one, and then not give us anything new with the old version. That just just seems kind of lazy. What would also be really nice is if we got some new survival items. Not that I dislike evac towers, but that's just basically Valk's ultimate ability, which makes me think we're gonna start seeing a little bit of that more often, such as the medium shield capacitor, which heals medium amount of shields, which is basically Watson's ability. And then there's a mobile teleporter, which kind of sounds a little bit like Ashe, which if this comes in would make sense to give Ashe a rework because it would work like her phase tear. We don't know that for sure, but that's kind of what it sounds like, especially with perks being introduced, such as the Grenader Sling, where it stacks an extra ordnance per inventory slot. That's Fuse's ability. Of course, you're going to need to rework Fuse and pubs then. And while all of these would be great, and they're actually all needed, if you really want to change the meta, it's not just adding a new legend into the game and some minor tweaks. You need to rework a lot of it. I really hope we get a weapon to start off 2024 with. Either the Gemini, Scorpion, the Fanatic, or the Maelstrom, although I've heard it's going to be the Fanatic, so that's what I'm hoping we see, although it's no longer dual wielding according to what I've heard. But we only got one new weapon in all of 2023, and man, did the meta feel stale. The Nemesis was cool, but there just wasn't enough in the rest of the year. So let's hope we see one of these new ones come in and really shake things up with the rest of the legend buffs and nerfs. Let me know down below, what are your guys' thoughts on some buffs and nerfs that you think would be really good in the upcoming seasons for Apex Legends? And do you think that season 20 will hit very hard with some of its upcoming content? Also, don't forget to check out this channel right here by my editor Novell, who does amazing gameplay on both the Apex Legends side and the finals content if you guys are into that. And until next time, Legends, keep slaying the Outlands. I'll see you out there.